Ba-ba-dum. Hey, that's my song. It's my song because it's my theme song. So I'm excited, y'all, that y'all got to listen to that song first. But happy Wednesday. How y'all doing? Come on in the room. Do me a favor. We just went live. We just went live. Share this video as you come on in the room. Share, like, comment, talk with us. I have some phenomenal guests on tonight. But before I introduce them, y'all, how's y'all week going? How's your week going? Drop it in the comments. Talk with us. How's your week? My week is I can't wait till Friday. That's all I have. I can't wait till Friday. It's Wednesday and it needs to be Friday tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. It's been a long week, but I'm excited that we made it to today. Y'all, this is Poppy's Conversation Corner, a conversation that happens every darn week with your boy Kerry, y'all. I'm here every week, 6:30 live with phenomenal people, like one of the people that's about to come on. The other one not so phenomenal, but they're here with me now, and that's what I get for talking about him. But he knows this about himself. Y'all, I have two phenomenal guests. Tyra Smith. She is the city's sister, the city's auntie, the city's cousin. She don't meet a stranger. If you're from Cincinnati, Ohio, you know Tyra Smith. And if you don't know Tyra Smith, then that means you don't come out the house. But the other guest, his name is Sean Weathers. He's a peculiar individual, and I met him a long time ago. And I'm actually surprised that he said yes to my call. One, that he answered the phone when I called. Two, because I thought I was going to have to ask my producer to call him to ask him because I wanted him as a guest, but I knew he wasn't going to tell me yes. But he actually said yes. So this other one, I'll just say his name, Sean Weathers. He's going to be with us. He represents an organization that's here in the city of Cincinnati. It's called Brothers Inc. He's actually in leadership with that organization, which is strange. But there's Tyra Smith, and she's with a friends group. They're called the Rich Aunties of Cincinnati. I added that. So Tyra, there you go. That's free. The Rich Aunties of Cincinnati. It's an organization. They're going to be a 501c3. I'm speaking it right now. And they go around. They travel together. They do fun stuff together. They support each other. The Brothers Inc. That organization is built, reaching out to our boys, to men, and they're doing phenomenal work here in the city of Cincinnati. And I'm excited that these two great people decided to be with me. So let's get them on this platform and talk to them right now because they tired of waiting backstage. And Tyra probably already hopped off. Oh, there she goes.
Smarty.
Can y'all hear
Brother
what I said?
Carey.
Y'all
Hey,
didn't hear y'all didn't hear what I said, right?
yeah, we
No,
heard
of
all
course
of it.
not.
We'll deal with that after the show.
Get him, Sean. Get him.
No, I'm like from the bottom of my heart. I gotta lick my lips because they look a little dry.
They
But
do.
I
from
was
the
gonna say that.
yeah, they was a little dry. But anyway, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you, Tyra. Now, Sean, you I'm
That's
just
cute.
grateful. Like I'm just so grateful, one, that you did answer that phone because every time I call you, you never answer. So this time you answered the call, and then you said yes. Like he's a no man. Like if you want to learn how to say no, because I actually have to go through a season of no, so I'm gonna sit under Sean's training because he knows how to say no.
I got you.
Yes, yes, he does. He does.
Now, see, my mother told me to behave tonight on this show. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't following those rules.
You better. You
No,
better.
uh, no, I should have called her first because that probably should have been a conversation we had before this happened. But no, thank y'all for real. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Tell us who you are. I kind of did an introduction, but Tyra, if you want to go, tell us, who you are, the rich about the rich aunties. Because I gave y'all of Cincinnati, but the rich aunties or
We international.
international, baby, they've been all over. They just came back from Paris. No lie.
So enough.
Good evening. My name is Tyra Smith. I was asked to be here as a guest, representing the Rich Aunties. We a group of phenomenal women who love each other, who love life, um, and we also do community service. And we're always a call away, whether it's for each other or for someone else. And so we're honored to be featured here today, um, to let others know who we are and what we're about.
I love it. I love it. And
Right on.
then B. Sean Weathers,
Yes, sir.
who's for you and what organization? I know it's the Brothers Inc. You got his shirt on tonight. His
Absolutely. Always,
executive shirt.
always represent the
That's all
brothers.
he
Yeah,
got.
that's his. That's his executive shirt. That's the
Yes, sir.
executive.
Get that right.
Yes.
So, but thank you though. Real talk. Thank you, brother, for inviting us. Anytime we get an opportunity to speak on the community, what Brothers Inc. do, we gonna run with that. I know we're gonna get into a lot on this, but but from a Brothers Inc. standpoint, the vast majority of us, man, we were former felons. Yeah, we done did a lot out here, and but if you can make it to this side, you really owe a debt back.
Mm,
And we found out through a specific circumstance 3 years ago that we have the opportunity to speak to people and get places other people can't. Right. So because of that, we actually had the ability to stop something in its tracks because
mm,
we had, because we can go and talk to people in the alley, behind the building, up the stairs, wherever. And so, therefore, after we said, well, you know what? We might be onto something here, and if we can stop because we still have, and some of us are at different points of life as far as our removal from that life, um, but still have the respect and have the ears. So, why not us? That's what it came out to be. Why not us? And let me tell you something. There's nothing more gratifying than being able to reach one that somebody said couldn't be reached.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
that's what Brothers Inc. is all about.
I love that. I love that. Thank y'all again. I know both of y'all, the rich aunties as well, because they out there doing volunteer work. I volunteered with them one time.
And
And
you know
we,
what? Thank you for saying that too, because shout out to the Rich Artists because they came and volunteered with us one Saturday too at
yeah.
Saturday Hoop. So we appreciated
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, no,
Yes, sir.
they out here doing work. They definitely out here
Yeah,
doing work. So
absolutely.
yeah, and so thank y'all. So I want to jump right on in. We got some questions. Brandy, hey Brandy, this is her first time watching. Hey boo. Cause she never
Oh, you put somebody on blast.
Right.
but please don't
Woo.
blast me though. Please don't. Because then I'll have to talk to my therapist. So please don't, let's not do that tonight. Let's not do that. Let's not do that tonight.
I know your ther-
Please
I
don't.
know your therapist and got rich on you.
Yes. Made a whole lot of money. But anyway. So I have some questions. We sent y'all over the questions earlier, but we're just gonna jump in, and you can answer. There's no form or fashion, so if you feel led to answer, just go ahead. But what does community mean to you, especially during the holidays? What does community mean to you? Because both of y'all have it in both
Absolutely.
y'all organizations and outside of your organizations. So,
Ladies first. Tyra, you go
All
ahead.
right. Sure. Community is about having someone or individuals that you can depend on, that you can trust, that you can be available to, and vice versa. It's not, it don't have to be a group to be a community. It don't
mhm,
have to be 20 different people to be a community. A community could be just two individuals.
mhm,
Right
But
on.
it's always good to be a part of some community because at some point in life, we all need to be a part of that because we
mhm,
may need someone and we may have services that we can offer. So community is very huge to me. A lot of people say, "Well, I don't need anybody." That's so not true.
Absolutely.
Because we definitely all need at least that one or two person that we can call on. Because right through the holidays, right now, this is a very trying time for a lot of
mhm,
individuals. This is
Yes.
where depression sinks in, and we start thinking about people that has passed away or left our lives for whatever reason. So this is really the time where you need to be impacted by your community,
yeah.
somebody that you can pray with and you can talk to and you can hang out with and you can socialize with and you can cry with. So yes, community is very big to me, and I'm very blessed
Mhm.
for the community that I'm surrounded by, not with just the rich aunties, but I have a family community, a church community. So it's a great thing to have.
I love that. Right, really quick, because I'm gonna ask you a question. based off something you said, but I want to make a disclaimer too. So some of the stuff that we may say tonight may be a little bit sensitive. If it is sensitive, we want to encourage you though to reach out. There's resources out there. There's therapists out there. There's people that you can talk to, friends. So use those resources. If anything we say tonight may trigger you, call
Right
someone.
on.
There's helplines. We want you to know this conversation is not to trigger intentionally, but if it does, please call somebody. Please reach out to somebody. That's a disclaimer. But
Yeah.
Tyra, with you, because you don't meet a stranger. That irritates me sometimes because we can be out and she's talking to everybody. Like this is real. Yeah. So we about to have some real conversation tonight because these are my people for real. But so Tyra, you are that person. So how are you choosing though your community, because you're friendly to everybody, you don't meet a stranger? So how do you determine that these, because she said she cuts me off every other week because she
All the
says I'm
time.
fake.
All
She
the
says I'm
time.
fake, but
All the time.
but how do you choose these people, because you're so like
I like people that are like me. Um, that has the compassion and who's open. Um, I can feel it. I can't, it's hard to describe, but I feel when we connect.
mhm,
Like I know, like, oh, this person is honest, or this person is real,
Right.
because I don't want to be around nothing that's not like me. I just
mhm,
Yeah,
don't.
that's
Because at this
discernment.
point, yeah, you can't change a person. So
mhm.
you have to accept them for who they are. And I just feel like we all deserve to be around somebody like me.
Oh,
No,
oh, she
but
real cocky tonight. She real cocky tonight.
and I
She
no,
like,
no, but no,
So humble.
so
it's all
humble.
about just finding people that
Mhm,
are
mhm.
passionate, and that love. Love is just, it's so easy but so hard. And
Can be.
if we just make it, just love somebody like you want to be loved, and then we would just be in so much of a better space.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah. So yeah, I can go a place alone and walk out with 4 or 5 friends.
Mhm.
Um, and
I've
so
That's
seen
it's
it.
just,
no, for real. She does that. Like that's
so it's just, just living life, and just living it with a smile, and then people attract to
no, that's true. That's true. I love that. So Sean, what does
that.
community look like to you or means to
Well,
you?
ironically, community is what brought Brothers Inc. together
Mm,
because we started out. If you go to our website, it says from wings to activism. We were just about several of us, maybe like three or four of us, were getting together every Tuesday at BW3s, right?
mm,
And we were just kicking it, just talking, laughing, and happy to one still be here, have our health. We ain't locked up. Ain't nobody coming to visit us in no gravesite. So
mm,
we were just happy to just get together every week. And one thing about community, and like what Tyra said, life be lifing, right?
mm,
Big time.
And so every Tuesday, as we grew, it really became a thing you look forward to. I can't wait to get
mm,
to these cats. And these are cats I've grown up with.
mm,
I've done some dirt with. Now we're all living and we thriving, but at the same time, you get to looking forward because community means sharing, right?
Mhm.
And whatever I went through, now us obviously we're a group of men, and
yes.
so as a black man, once I walk outside that door every day, it's on,
Mm,
it's on.
Mhm.
Life here it comes, every which way, and so community, it for us was that thing to fall back on.
mm,
Because so many of us face the same issues, same situations, same devils, right? Same temptations. And so the community, especially during the holidays, you know, like you don't realize how much people struggle during the holidays.
Yeah.
You might see somebody every day all year long, but never realize this person don't have nobody to sit down and eat with on Thanksgiving.
yep.
Mhm.
This why don't have nobody, and not that it's all about gifts, but this why they don't have nobody that to buy a gift for or gets them a gift,
Mhm.
or just say, you know what, I love you, appreciate you.
Mhm,
Like with us, as grown iron sharp men, we always hug each other. I say, I
mm,
love you, man, love you, bruh. We
yeah.
have
Yeah.
group testing. You know what I'm saying? So love, community is love for us,
Yeah.
and as we learned, one thing we learned as we learn for about ourselves, we learn now. We just spread that out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spread that because that's contagious. That's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
contagious. And like prime example, like I don't want to go too far off in that because I might get emotional. But like prime example, I just lost my dad, and I lost my dad right before the holidays,
Yeah.
right? And you're talking about two people. Him and my mother have been together 59 years. They're community in and of themselves. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
And I watched my mother, and I watched that phone ring 24/7 since my dad died. Right? I see people coming to that door. That's all. That's community.
That's
Mm-hmm.
community.
That's community. I even said something
Yeah.
that in a post about that. I'm grateful for the people that put their arms around my mother. That's community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Community is so for me. Community is love.
Yeah.
It's love. I can lean on. I met Tyra. Let's see. Our children are 26. How old is Titan? I'm not sure how Titan is, give or
24.
take 24.
24.
24.
And, our children were small, right? And I didn't know Tyra from a can of paint.
Mhm.
I literally didn't. But I never said, hey, friend.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyra. I
Yeah.
said, sister, from day one. I felt it. It's my
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I never, and like, listen, like, I've never called anything but that.
Mm-hmm.
My sister. So community, that's why I said that word discernment. Community, you just get a feel for people. Like
Yeah.
Carrie, I never felt that with you.
Don't do Carrie like that. You know that's your boo. That's your little
So,
brother.
hey,
Don't do.
I'm
Carrie,
his
you
brother. I
love
don't
you.
care what he say. So it don't matter. Like, regardless of what he
Nah.
Oh,
say.
we love you,
But you know
Carrie.
what? But like what Carrie said, he was surprised I answered the phone. People see me a certain way, but I'm very discerning. I
Mm-hmm.
am
No, that's
very
real.
discerning. I'm not as jokey as people think. If I don't feel it, I ain't vibing. I don't do it.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So community, I know I'm kind of off on a
No,
tangent,
you
but
good.
community
You
just
good.
it's just love, and it's a feeling. You get a
Mm-hmm.
feeling about a person or about a group of people. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you can observe me in a room full of people, and I'll just be sitting there in complete silence
Yep. Yep. Just chill. Yep.
because
That's
I
it.
ain't, I ain't seen nothing in here that's vibing right with me. I ain't feeling. As a matter of fact, if you look this way and then turn back, you won't see me
True
No,
that.
and he's
True
not lying.
story.
He's not lying.
because I will dip.
True
He
story.
You know what I
he'll be
mean?
gone. Like,
Without saying a
okay.
word. So
No, for real.
community it really is a feeling you get too about people.
Yeah.
So
And when
so
you feel good about them people, it's a great feeling.
Yes.
you said it like several times. So like this is gonna happen too. So questions just pop up in my head.
I know.
So we didn't talk about this. But so you kept talking about the concept of love. So
Hmm.
black male, black man,
Yeah.
black grown man, like, and you
Yes,
a
sir.
man. Like Sean is a man, like bruh, like chill, like
Yeah.
he's that guy.
You know a
But
lot.
how was that though? Because you have a brotherhood
Uh-huh.
of these strong black men, because ain't nothing but strong black men in Brothers Inc. Real talk. But
Hmm.
how was that to like, that's not the norm for
Right on.
black men to even go up hugging and I love you. We didn't grow, most of us didn't grow up with that in a sense. Think you were one that was like grateful enough that had that role model. But like,
Indeed.
what is that like? Like being a circle full of strong black men. Was
Hmm.
it weird at first? Was it like, or it just was organic, like, or something y'all just like, we gonna do this until it feels normal?
Well, considering the fact that I've known the majority of these brothers since we were like in second and third grade, right?
Okay, okay, okay,
And
okay,
so knowing them that long made it much easier
okay.
because you're talking about a situation where we came up through elementary, we
Mm-hmm.
came up through junior high, we came up through high school. You know, you seen your brother get shot. You seen your brother
Mm-hmm.
go sent off to jail. You seen your brother have his first kids. You seen your brothers, what I'm saying, lose their parents. We've seen so much that it ain't nothing but love, right? Now we do have members that we didn't grow up with, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And but that's how welcoming this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Because not all not it's not 100% Bond Hill, but we are welcoming. But I would say if we were not all, I think we at that stage of life, life kind of gives you the ability to do that. I don't know if let's say we didn't know each other. I don't know that in our 30s. If Brother Inc. was formed and we was in our 30s,
Yeah, that
that
it'll
we'd
be
had
that.
the ability to easily be like, hey, I love you, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Because one, some of us are still living a certain way. And because of that, you a normal rigidness. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you're kind of looking over your shoulder. What's he really on? What's this
Yeah.
cat really about? And
Okay.
so I think from a divine standpoint, we came together when we were supposed to.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
When we
That's
had the
good.
ability to be like, I love you, bro. You know
Mm.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying? One of our cats, um, this is how I know we have a divine order. One of our guys recently had a stroke
Mm-hmm.
and he was alone. And I hope I'm not sharing too much, but I think he's okay with that. But he was alone in his apartment for several days
Mm.
before he was found. Now, and I say that to say that we went to the man of honor. He walked right in there with us after having a severe stroke.
Mm.
You know, that God has his hand on this group.
Yeah.
He's walking, he's talking,
Mm.
and he's almost, he's back. Now he's not 100% back, but he's on his way back.
Yeah.
And we have a mission.
Mm.
We have a mission, but it's all centered in love. But I say all that to say that we're blessed to be older lions.
Mm.
you know, what I mean? We still got our teeth, but we ain't biting.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank God of that.
you know. So we're able to embrace.
I love that. I love that. So just going straight into the next one. How can people build intentional connections? So that kind of segues into some of the stuff you were saying. Instead of surface level relationships. So like with your organization, like because even with yours, Tyra, like do y'all embrace because it's other rich aunties? Like how is this? Because y'all your circle of people are like kind of like y'all been friends for a long time too, right? So how is
Sure.
that?
Um, at times we can be territorial. So
Hmm.
we just have to be realistic.
Yeah.
Right on.
Because we know each other and we know
Mm-hmm.
each other's boundaries. And when
Mm-hmm.
you be around a person, you know what to say, what not to say, because you've learned this person and you know who they
Yeah.
are. So when other people comes into that circle, you gotta get a feel. And I'm the type, I mix 8,000 people together. That's
Mm-hmm.
just who
Yeah.
I am. But that don't
Yes.
always work for everybody. Um, but our core group is our core group, Rich Aunties. However, we out anytime we do things, we always invite others to participate, to come and fellowship, because we all are Rich Aunties,
Mm-hmm.
so we're not gonna say, "Oh, you can't be a Rich Auntie," because you are one. But we
Mhm.
say we are. Um, we are selective, and I don't want to say that in a bad way, but we don't want no bad vibes in our circle. We don't want
Absolutely.
any bad spirits,
Mm-hmm.
because right now we get along,
Yeah. I
Hmm.
even
think
even
Sean
when
said it.
yeah,
It's discernment.
it's very much
Yeah,
For
discernment,
it's
sure.
discernment. Yeah.
and you have to have that, and so it's all about, like you said, being intentional. I
Mm-hmm.
do things on purpose.
Yeah.
I do things because it's supposed to be done, and I accept things that come my way. And when we don't move that way, then that's when there's chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's when there's distractions, and
Hmm.
that's when things go awry. So when we move on purpose with good intentions, then everything aligns itself. So
No
yeah,
doubt.
we welcome people to the Rich Auntie. We fellowship with them. We hang out with them. We got we having a party next week, and
Oh,
it's not just gonna be the Rich Aunties. It's
Yeah.
gonna be Rich Aunties and friends,
Yeah.
because we love everybody. And
brother's coming.
I think
yes,
I was
y'all
invited
better come
too.
on through,
No, I think I was
brothers
invited.
Inc.
Tyra, is this
Invite
the one
all
I was
them.
invited to?
No,
Huh?
I think this is the
Yeah,
one I was invited to.
not the
Did you
one.
invite
you
me this
are
time?
invited. I put it
Yeah.
out there, duh.
Okay, I just want to make sure. But I feel
Yeah,
like you did tell me about this one though. But yeah, I think
that's why
maybe.
I be saying he fake. But go ahead.
I think you did invite me to this one. I love that though. So again, you're open, but so are you guys open though to like build that deep connect? So like, yeah, you know Trina all your whole life, but yeah, you just met me like 2 years ago. But are you willing to allow my relationship to grow with you? There's not gonna be as deep as you and Trina's, and I'm using Trina just because that's just the
Right.
name that came to my head. But anyway, but would you allow that to like for us to go deep as well though? Like for me to like learn you, grow with you, travel the world with you, because you don't want to travel with everybody and let everybody in, because
Right.
traveling with Tyra is not for the weak, just FYI. But anyway,
Shut up. He's been there. He's done
I've
that.
been there. But like, are you guys open though? Like, so like
We are.
the sisterhood.
Yeah, we are. Because like you said, it's sisterhood.
Yeah.
And you never know what someone else is going through.
Mhm.
And of course we're not gonna turn you away. Um, because I deal with people outside of the rich aunties, and then I will bring them in. And I think we all have brought someone into the sisterhood because we do have to get to know you. And if
Mhm.
we don't allow you in, we can't get to know you.
Yeah,
There
that's
it
true.
is.
So we have to, but we don't have no problem with telling you to go away either. So we gonna just be real. We just gonna be real. If you don't, if you ain't about the love, because we about loving each other.
Mhm.
We love each other as sisters, and we support each other. And if that's not what you want, and you want mess, then that because we grown women
Yes.
and we move accordingly.
Right on.
And so we're not gonna tell somebody, "Oh, you can't hang out with us," because
Mhm.
that's not who we are. But we are gonna make sure you fit. You have to fit in that circle, and
1,000%.
everybody don't. So sometimes you may be on the sideline and come in when it's your play,
Yeah.
but we're not gonna. We hopefully one day we may build something like Brothers Inc. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna allow God to move and
There you
move us
go.
in the direction that we should move in. But we don't have any problem with sharing and giving.
I love that. I love it. Sean, what about brothers?
I couldn't say that any better, but rewinding back to discerning, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I hear at least once a week, man. I'm gonna come out there, man. I'm gonna come out there and start kicking it with y'all. I hear
Yeah.
that once a week, right? And that's no. Come on, we welcome that. Come on, but before you put this on your chest, we watching.
Mm.
Yeah,
We paying attention.
yeah,
This has to mean something to you.
right.
This ain't just it ain't just a hoodie.
Mm.
It ain't just a t-shirt. It has to mean something to you. The brothers, we bleed this now, right?
Mm.
This is far more than just a couple of cats that's kind of getting together now. We really into this. When you start affecting children,
Right.
you start seeing them change because of. I run into kids now. Like I'm in the mall. They say, "Hey, one of the brothers." That gives you a certain feeling,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And
Hmm.
so this means something to us. So what I mean by that is that same way Tyra said, if you're on some mess, just keep on. Go ahead. Go ahead. And we we're saved, but
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 we ain't that saved.
you
but
know what I'm saying? Like
Hey.
like I said, so don't just come with a pure heart,
Yeah.
come with some real motivation. And then hey, we welcome. You are very welcome to come with us. But the thing is though, we're serving.
mm,
We're serving.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
sometimes we have things that spur in a moment. And now we not understand that as a core, we got about 30 members. So
mm,
not everybody can make everything all the time, right? So we have no issue with that. But if we never see you and you want to be a part of this, then it's not a personal thing. No, we understand you probably don't have the time for this right now, right? You're still my brother, still love you,
mm.
but maybe you don't have the time for this right now. So it means something to us because we really are. We're at this point we're called to serve.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're called to serve, and we take on that responsibility, and we're led. Let me say this. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. A few years back, we made some decisions on officers, right?
Hmm.
And I don't think we could have made a better decision than to have our brother Ronell as our president. because the direction he's leading us in the rooms he's getting us into, let us know that we're definitely following a divine path. You
Yeah.
know, so in doing so, you have to be kind of serious about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so again, we love everybody. Come on, man. We have events all the time. We just fed the homeless, not the homeless, but we just gave Thanksgiving dinners out in Terrace. We
Mm.
fed almost 300 families. And so we're always welcoming people to come and serve with us, right? But if you really, really want to be a part of this, you have to be true to it. Bottom line.
I love that. So this was another question that wasn't written down. So with these organizations, with these like social groups that you guys in, life is happening.
Hmm.
Sean, you kind of spoke of it. I know both of y'all, so I know life just happens, and it may not be happening currently right now. But how hard is it for you guys? Like, cause Sean, technically, you're like in the middle of your stuff, like, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, it's but how hard, how easy, like, vice versa, was it for you to stay active, to like still like while you're in the middle or in situations because life happens and it may not be what happened to you but
Hmm.
well, jobs and relationship and all this other stuff and Sean, you need to fix your face
Look,
Ignorant.
put it in quotation marks.
yeah.
So, so let me
That's
let me
not funny,
let me
we
answer
are
that before you
live.
take me off the rail here.
I know,
Uh,
right?
so I had the blessing of my father's teaching. Right, my father said prioritize all the time.
Mm,
A couple things come into play. Brother Zink is my family.
mhm,
Right, family first. So I know life be life, and we got priorities. We got things we got to do. Um, but when it means something to you, you make those sacrifices and
mhm,
you put that forward. Bottom line, I don't wince on that. And also sometimes doing things that have been activists are welcome distractions.
mm,
Mhm.
I all in the midst of a lot of the family coming here and things of that nature, I kept pushing.
mm,
I kept pushing because I was having moments. Anytime you spend 5 moments, I'm thinking about my dad,
mm,
right? And the emotions are taking over me.
Mhm.
So I just kept pushing, not ignoring the emotions, but I sat in the car and sat in my room and all that, did all that, but I still got to go forward,
mm,
and that's my dad all day, every day,
mm,
going forward. And my dad, man, listen, and I'm always gonna say my dad because I'm finding out so much stuff. He was giving me so much game, even in his bad health, he was giving me game.
mm,
Just about like I don't know, you guys were at the funeral. Like when I said, Dad, I got her.
mhm.
Those are conversations. Those are very specific conversations we were having. And he wasn't going to be at peace until he knew
That she was covered.
you got her.
Mhm.
It's his word. You got her.
All right.
Yes, I do. But he trained me for that. He prepared me for that. Right. So for me, I recognize that in right in that vein, I'm the head now.
Mm,
Of this unit.
Mhm.
And so when you have those responsibilities, you don't really. Sometimes you don't have the time to, you
mm,
know, sway to the side and get lost in the sauce. You just keep pushing forward. I pray. I have my moments. Something good happened the other day, and I was over at my mother's house, and I ran to the back room to tell him.
mm.
And I said, "Oh," I just had to sit back there and have my moment
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he ain't there.
Yeah.
But I had my moment, and then we go forward. I look up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like my job sent some wind chimes, right? The wind wasn't even blowing, but the wind chimes were going a mile a minute.
Mm,
And I want to say, he heard you. He heard you.
Mhm.
So then you find them little cracks and you deal with it on that. But you got to keep going forward, man.
Yeah.
You got to keep living. You got to keep pushing, no matter what you're going through. And that ain't even about death. That's just in general.
just in
Yeah.
general, yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to keep going, man, because y'all know, like I know, every day you open up that timeline, somebody gone.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
somebody you may have just saw, somebody you just talked to, or somebody you were just thinking about even. Like, oh man, damn, I forgot I was supposed to call him. I meant to
Mm-hmm.
reach out, but
Right.
you didn't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't have the time. I ain't blessed with, personally, I ain't blessed with the time.
Mm.
I got to keep going forward.
Got to
You
keep
know,
going forward.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for
Tyra,
sure.
what about you? Because Sean definitely hit that hammer on the nail. But
Pretty much.
like, yeah. So what about you though? Because life, you've been in transitions and all that stuff too, child. I guess you somewhere out there in Co right now. You left your hometown, downtown, stuff like that. Like, I understand.
I'm still down the way every
Okay,
day.
okay.
DTW for
That
life.
that's but how is that for you though? Like with your transitions, like then you stand because you're very social. Like myself, I mean, like it goes you, me, then Sean. We're that's the social meter right there. You're the more. You're definitely the socialite. I'm
can I
maybe
put
that.
my middle finger up on here?
No, you cannot.
No,
You cannot.
put it down on the ground. Oh, oh, oh! Don't sleep on Sean.
Oh no, I know he'd be out there. I know he'd
Oh,
be out there.
oh,
But
okay.
the only thing is though.
I'll be
So
at Bible study.
child, please. But the difference is me and you aren't as selective though. Like we will go places and be places. Sean, he'll go, but then he read that room, and then next thing you know, you don't see him no more.
He gone. Right. He do that at church. Oh, did I say
Oh, he
that?
do. And the crazy thing that you said that no, this is not funny, and I'm telling on Nate. But so for the last like 2 Sundays, Nate keep calling you this guy. Like, and I said, Nate, Sean don't sit right there when he come to church. He keeps saying, you know where the old sound booth was, where the sound booth used to be.
Yeah.
It's a guy that sit like right there where that old sound booth was at. And I said, Sean don't sit right there. He said, oh, there goes Sean. I said, Nate, that is not Sean. And then I said, first off, that guy sit through the whole service. Sean would have been gone.
Hey, you know that ain't him. I gotta look for him.
I said that is not him. He sat there through the whole service, and he was actually enjoying the choir. That makes a difference.
Man, if you don't stop that,
You know he could sing.
No,
yes.
no, I know. I can't say that because we live right now, but I'll tell you when we get backstage.
Oh my God.
But no, Tyra, what's that like for you though? Like because you stay active, but life is life for you as well, or it has.
Yeah, well, like we say, life is life, man. But if you let it get to you, you're gonna be
Mm,
down. And I try not to let it. I just take the bitter with the sweet,
real talk.
and you know how you look at the cup, half empty or half full. Which way
Mm,
you
There it
gonna do
is.
it? And you just gotta keep going
mm,
because depression is real.
mm-hmm.
Mental
So
illness
real.
is real. Suicide is becoming very much is amongst African Americans, and
Hmm.
so we can't get stuck. So we just
Mm-hmm.
have to keep going, and I try to support. As y'all know, I'm everywhere. Sometimes I'm 3, 4 places in one day, but I try to give out the support and love that I want in return. And
Right
we know
on.
we can't always do it, and we can't. But I'm gonna try my best. If I can support you, if I can show up, I'm there. And that's kind of how we all are. The rich aunties, we do try to support one another. If somebody call, we coming. If it ain't all of us, it may be one or two, but somebody gonna show up.
Right
So it's
on.
all about just balance and, like Sean said, prioritizing what's important to you. And these ain't just friends to me anymore. These are sisters
Mm,
who I love and that I'm going to take accountability for myself and them. Because what they do reflect me now. And what I
Mm-hmm.
do reflects them. So we have to keep that in mind when we're out and when we're doing stuff. So it's just all about just keeping it moving, trusting God or whoever you believe in, and allows you to move forward. And if that means getting help, sometimes we have to do that because as African Americans, we run from that.
Mm.
But a lot of
Sure
times
enough.
it's what we need. And
Mm-hmm.
we can talk to our friends and give them advice, but sometimes you really need professional advice. So it's just all about being there for each other and just keep on keeping on. Cause
I
it's a
definitely
new day tomorrow. When we wake up, it's a whole new day.
whole new
Okay.
day.
And we gonna just try
Period.
to start over. That's it.
I love that. That's good stuff. I really do thank you guys for spending this time with me. I do
Absolutely.
ask. I'm gonna ask one more question, but before I want y'all to put on your mind. I ask every week that somebody that our guest drops jewels or gems. We call them gems. So drop a gem, words of wisdom, something that we can hold on to until next week. So start thinking about that. Put your minds on that. But the last question I'm gonna ask, like literally, like with your organizations and with your social groups that you're in, like what like what where do you see yourself like placed in this organization though, like in the next like 5-10 years, like because Brothers Inc is out here doing phenomenal stuff. So you came in, y'all built this from the ground up in a sense. The rich aunties in a sense, everybody was calling themselves the rich auntie. We was calling everybody the rich auntie, and then all of a sudden we had a social group that because that's all I see on my timeline, but I think I'm probably friends with everybody that's in that group. But anyway, that's all I see on my timeline is something about what the rich aunties is doing or where they at. Because again, they flew to Paris and they didn't even tell. I guess you had to be a rich auntie to even get that invite. Because Child, did you know about that? Because I didn't. But
I
anyway,
didn't.
they
I just
kept
saw the
that a
I
pictures.
got
secret.
you. I got you the
They
next
kept that
trip.
a secret. Now, if you want to go on a cruise, apparently I'm broke, so I can only go on cruises with them. But she'll take you on a cruise with her. She won't take you to Paris with her. But
No, that was
anyway,
that. Yeah, you wasn't ready for that one.
I wasn't ready for that.
Uh-uh.
I ain't the no, I ain't on that level yet. I got my passport though.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
you
I got my
on? I
passport.
got
You
you.
getting
I
there?
got
Yeah,
you.
You
I
getting
got
there?
you.
I'm
I
almost,
got you.
almost. But
I
so
got
in
you.
like in years to come though, like what's the outcome? What's the hope 5 years from now? What are we hoping, praying for that this group, this organization flourishes and grow to be?
You want me to go,
Anyone got
Sean?
some? Yeah.
Okay. Well, for Brothers Inc., I always the way we're moving now. I envision certain things started the way we did, and I mean like stuff like it's like the Urban League and
Mm,
United Way. I'm think like that, right? So I in 5 years I can tell you for a fact that all of us will be doing this full time.
mm,
Brothers Inc. will be what I do,
mm,
and that's what we're working towards. That's what we're working on because as credible messengers, that's the word we found out, a couple years back. Oh, that's I like the sound of that. But as credible messengers, we can't see this doing nothing but spreading,
mm,
and nothing but just growing, right? To the point where this is something we do every day in and day out, because the need is there.
mhm,
Um, some of the things our kids are facing are horrifying. I mean, I'm talking about, you've never seen a group of men crying at discovery of some of the things we've seen and
mm,
witnessed. And, as bad as you may have thought you had it sometimes, or worse, these kids are on a whole different ball game, what they're having to deal with, right? And so we know we can't help every child. We know we
mm,
can't rescue every situation, but as a full-time situation, this is what we want to do.
mm,
We committed to that. I want to be able to, I don't want to, if little Joey calls me and say he needs me right now because something going on, I want to be able to go.
mm,
I can't be like, well, you know what? I get off at 5, I'll be there then.
Right.
Because at 5, he may be dead. I hate to say it that way. Or at 5, he may have done something he shouldn't have done and can't take it back. So that's what we're building up. We're building
mm,
towards making this a thing that will grow like other civic organizations have grown over the years. I have to imagine that most things started with a few people in the room
yeah.
with the same idea and same thought,
Mm-hmm.
and which is the same way we're doing. And because I
Oh,
can tell you this, we're still marveling at the rooms we're getting into based on who we are and who we've been.
mm,
So that's it for us. We just want to continue to grow, and we want this to be something that we do. We just leased a property in Bond Hill, It's going to be like our
Congratulations.
basically like our headquarters.
Okay.
You know, so we'll have a base now.
Mm.
You know, and we'll be able to set up our after school program there as well. So again, so that's what we're moving towards, that type of thing.
I love that. I love that.
That's great.
And then I am going to say something after Tyra, but uh, Tyra, what about you? Like the sister circle, I'm sure you're going to be more in depth, but is there like hope, prayer to like grow this sister circle? Because like in reality, like even though it's a social type thing, like you said, y'all there for each other when life is hitting. And like you're just there for each other, like support y'all come to church together, y'all doing all this stuff. Like this, but is it plans to grow it and like allow this to be like the family reunion type thing? Like, I'm just, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I don't know where you went with that.
Yeah, I know. It
Family
just didn't
reunion
make
thing.
sense. It didn't make sense.
But anyway, um, my goal, I'm just gonna speak for me, is yes, hopefully we evolve into more than a social club because we are more than that. We
Mhm.
all bring something different to the table. We all are educated, we're talented, and we have a lot that we can offer, especially our young ladies, because we
Ooh,
probably been there, done that, just like Brothers Inc.
yeah,
Um, so hopefully, my goal for me personally is to start a girls group,
right on.
and once I get that up and running, of course, my sisters, I want to be a part of that. And it ain't just about me, it's about saving these young ladies. Because I think if we could save the girls, then we could save the boys.
Mhm.
Boom,
Um,
boom.
and so hopefully in 5 years, it's not all about just hanging out, taking trips
Mhm.
and you kicking it. It's about what are somebody going to remember us by? The rich aunties that help young girls or help the community, or the rich aunties just this party? We don't want to just be that because we're
Mhm.
more than just a party. Um, we we want to be leave something that can be remembered and that people can carry with them. And so hopefully, that's something we'll talk about. It maybe is something we need to talk about. But we're
Mm.
always here to volunteer. I think the Brothers Inc. are doing something later this month,
Yep,
and we're gonna come out and help them out. So we do look for ways to get more involved and to do things, and everybody's always willing and eager to help us. So hopefully in the next 5 years, you'll see something big from us. I think this ain't the end. I think it's only the beginning.
indeed.
And we just gonna be out here.
Yes. Oh, Lisa, thank you. Yes, I definitely enjoy volunteering with Brothers Inc. Yes. So y'all have the support apparently, Brothers Inc. So the sisters are supporting y'all.
We
Um,
appreciate that.
yes, definitely.
Oh, they
I,
came down when we did the when we fed the homeless. Brothers Inc.
oh
was
yeah,
right
I
out there
remember.
being
Yeah, I was
security.
there.
So we love y'all. We thank
That's another
y'all
thing.
for being
You
there
call
for
us,
us.
we coming.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
most definitely
Yeah, they were there on spot. The
on
question
spot.
was, did you feel secure?
I did feel secure.
Did you
I
feel secure? No, it was that. No, it was security was tight. I was there.
It was. It
I was
was.
serving.
Yes.
I was serving salad, but
Yes, you was.
I wasn't
Not for
secure.
not for real, you would.
That was. You should not have said that. My mind went somewhere.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead. Never mind.
that was
Tyra, this is a family show.
yes. This is a family. No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But no.
But no, I did want to share with y'all. One, I think the words are I'm trying to like formulate the words, but what I want to say is phenomenal organizations, groups that you guys are a part of. It is definitely phenomenal. When I look at the Brothers Inc., like I'm talking about again, I describe them strong black men. That's exactly what they are, and they're making change in the community,
Mm.
regardless of obstacles. And so I'm proud of. So little brother, even though you ain't claiming me on this platform, little brother is proud of the work that y'all doing. Really, like,
Appreciate
and
Yes.
you.
it's
Yes.
spreading
Yes.
all over. It's spreading all
Yes.
over.
Right
So
on.
Right.
phenomenal job though,
Yes.
for real. Like y'all are putting the imprint, y'all placing y'all imprint, and that
Mm-hmm.
matters.
Mm-hmm.
And then for this social group, that's not really a social group that's gonna flourish to be more, but for the rich aunties, same difference. Like it's nothing but phenomenal women that hang out with these people.
Absolutely.
Like some fun, like I'm talking about strong black women. Like you want to say strong
Hmm.
black women? These women are like in my head, like Tracy has always been that like when I was 11 years old, I used to look up to like that lady. If anything she don't know how to do, she know how to walk into a room and command it. I don't care what
Mm-hmm.
nobody said. Tracy is like that's how I
Mm-hmm.
look at the y'all group. Like y'all are that. Like y'all walk into the room, it's like, hey, like that phenomenal though.
Definitely.
Like, and that's the imprint though that y'all making. So even if it's not just social, like y'all are always put together. Y'all walking. It's never like trashy looking. Not that we're bashing anybody else, but y'all are a great example, definitely for young ladies. So
Agreed.
Thank you.
awesome, amazing. So, and I thank y'all though for spending this time because these type of conversations is needed. You know, we are in the holiday season. Social groups. So our encouragement is to find your village, find your
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
like your network of people.
Yes.
Build your village, your community. That's the word. Build your
Yes.
community
Yes.
Right
because
on.
it's needed. It's definitely needed. So that's our
Yes.
encouragement on tonight.
Mhm.
But we're gonna get off of here soon because I have somewhere to go. And no, no. But I want y'all to drop some words of wisdom before we get off. Why does my phone always do that?
Because it's
I don't know.
you.
I don't know why track phones do that.
Yeah, it's my Obama phone. I was trying to twist it, but it won't come back. But no.
Just
Anyway,
sideways.
okay. Do I look sideways? No.
You
Since I've known you.
sideways.
Uh,
There you
There you
go.
go.
Sean, you irritate my whole spirit. So
Musa. Musa.
yes, yes. So Tyra, you want to go ahead first? Drop some gem
Sure.
on this.
Sure. 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 I just say live, love, and laugh.
Boom.
Live your life to the fullest. Love on everybody that you can, and laugh as much as you can.
Hmm.
Because once you do those things, everything else will just fall into place. So we just continue to love on each other and embrace each other. Um, we'll be so much better because one thing for sure, we all gonna get up out of here. We're gonna die, but we want to leave legacies. We want to be remembered by something. So I just say to everyone's listening, just live, love, and laugh.
Boom.
I
There
love
it
it. I
is.
love it. Sean,
Mine's is very simple. Love like you know you're not going to be here tomorrow. Like you know it's your last day. Love everybody. Love on everything. Like you know this is your last day.
I love
Yeah.
that. And also I wanted to say I was talking about your organizations, but before we get off, I wanted to shout y'all out. You guys were phenomenal on tonight. I'm going to say that backstage, but I'm going to do it in front of people so it won't look like I'm fake. Anyway, so I'm going to say you
I'm not
guys
going to
were
make no comment on
phenomenal.
that.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I really
you.
do.
Thank you, Kerry.
We're here. Sorry, I'm trying to read those comments. But thank y'all. We're here every week, 6:30 p.m. with phenomenal people like Tyra and somewhat of Sean. But y'all, I'm excited because this is Poppy's Conversation Corner, and it's your boy Carrie. Check us out next week. Y'all be blessed.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.